Hello and welcome to UAPB News. I'm Frederick Price. In an interview with the superintendent of Watson Chapel Schools, Dr. Jerry Guest says that right now the district is at risk for fiscal distress if changes are not made to the budget soon. I sat down with Dr. Guest to find out what he's doing to avoid this matter. The Watson Chapel School District in Pine Bluff will face several job eliminations for the upcoming school year.
We have been discussing the fiscal integrity of the district since I got here. One of the things that I understood when I took this job was that the district had a declining balance.
Superintendent Dr. Jerry Guest says that in the 2017-18 school year, the district spent more money than it received.
The district spent $2 million more in fiscal 17-18 than it brought in. So the balance, the operating balance, declined by about $2 million in fiscal 2017-18.
The Fiscal Distress Unit of the Arkansas Department of Education contacted the district recently to view their plan to avoid fiscal distress and a state takeover. He also mentioned that a decline in student enrollment played a role as well, adding that each student that the district loses cost them about $6,800, and in the 2017-18 school year, they lost more than 120 students.
125 students times $6,800, you're getting close to $1 million loss of revenue.
In the cuts for the upcoming school year, Dr. Guest tells me he will be eliminating classroom teachers, assistant principals, and office secretaries.
We've tried to be very deliberate in identifying positions that could be reduced.
He also believes that the threat of fiscal distress could have been prevented if the cuts were made earlier in previous school years.
I think a lot of this is the result of the district not having reduced the staff as declining enrollment hit the district.
Now, in terms of the jobs that Dr. Guest will be eliminating, he told me some of the cuts include 16 classroom teachers, 3 assistant principals, 9 paraprofessionals, and 2 coaching positions, just to name a few. On Thursday, April 25th, the Union Programming Board presented its annual UAPB Awards Show in the Hathaway Fine Arts Auditorium. The theme for this award show was White Affair in Paris. Now, the dress code for the theme was formal. The event started at 6:30 that evening and was hosted by comedian Desi Banks. UPB member Kaylin Greenlaw says why Banks was picked to host this year's award show.
He was picked because he's someone that is familiar to UAPB. Like, he was here last semester for the comedy shows, and I think he would be a great asset, because he's funny, entertaining, and many of the students know him.
Best hair, best female fashion, favorite student, organization were just a few of the awards given at the show. Admission to get into the event was free. However, UAPB students were required to present their student ID at the front door. Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson has signed a legislation bill that increased the age of marriage to 17. The legislation raised the marriage age regardless of circumstances. However, parental consent is still required. Democratic Representative Vivian Flowers sponsored the bill. It's now time to take you around the globe in this week's World Wrap. U.S. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein has submitted his letter of resignation to the Trump administration. During his tenure, Rosenstein oversaw the special counsel inquiry into Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. His resignation is effective on May 11th, and he is the 50th person of the Trump administration to resign or be fired. Muslim supermodel and activist Halima Aden became the first model to wear a hijab and burkini in the annual Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. And in some sad and entertainment news, Oscar-nominated director John Singleton has passed away after complications from a stroke. He was 51 years old and was the youngest person and first African American to receive a Best Director Oscar nomination for the groundbreaking film Boys in the Hood. That's it for this edition of UAPB News for this week and for this semester. I think it's appropriate to make mention of the TV practicum class and the staff here at UAPB-TV who have helped along the way to make the newscast possible every week. Those students and the staff have worked tirelessly and they do their dead level best. From all of us here at UAPB News, I'm Frederick Price. Have a wonderful summer and we'll see you in the fall semester.
I used to love that song. Have you ever watched Sharon, Lois, and Bram?
Tape is rolling.
The event. 4 more. Yeah. Can we go back?
Are you laughing at me?
I'm laughing at you. Bones on the side. That is not slap.
I'm sorry.
Quiet on the set. Yeah.
Well, the Watson Chapel Missionary Church will be hosting a free
Alright, we'll just keep on going. And
community health fair.
On Saturday, readers of all ages were treated to a book giveaway. The Turning Point Youth Tenors
cut.
In Ebony, and they're keeping busy.
Dallas. Where's? I'm in the camera too. In 5, 4, 3.
Frederick, I am really...
David's running to camera 3.
It's the correct amount of federal funding. I'm sorry. We had a prompter error, but it's okay. I'm sorry about that. Where are you going?
This week, the UAPB Office of Cedars. Her keys threw me out. Involvement is back with the annual Spring Unity Fest. This week, the UAPB Office of Student Leadership and Involvement is back with its annual Spring Unity Fest. I don't know what I was saying in this first one. Okay. Held its beekeeping for business. And we start over.
Business of Pine Bluff is no longer on the auction block. Here's... What camera am I looking at now?
setting many barbers. Just keep doing stuff. It's not working. It's making it worse. No.
What are you doing?
It was
know.
good, but you kept moving after. I'm Ebony Kendrick. Take care.
It's a really good news.
Where?
We gotta do it one more time.